Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video here. It is your man Godfrey Memo. This is a recap from our previous video. If you have not watched it, go and watch it before you watch this one. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first video, we were talking about how women instigate sexless marriages. But on this video, we're going to discuss some of the causes of sexless marriages. Sexless in marriage. So we say that sexless marriage is a marriage in which couples rarely have sex. Ile yenye unapewa siku mara moja kwa mwaka. And we have some of the causes of this. So number one, have poor communication. By the way, hata wakati wenye ulikuwa unamkatia, kama ungekuwa poor communicator, haungempata. So why are you behaving like that? So when you're poor in communication, marriage cannot go on because everything is corrected through pure communication. Couples avoid discussing their sexual needs, desires, and concerns. The second one is stress and fatigue. Work, financial pressure, parenting, and responsibility could reduce sexual desires. For a man, before you raise your sword, your mind should be as fresh as possible. Any stress or things like that can lead you not to perform well when it comes to the battlefield. You cannot even raise your sword up, so it's bad news, So you need to have a fresh mind before you engage into that act. Number 3, we have medical condition. They say hormonal changes, chronic illness, painful during sex, and certain medication can affect libido. We have some medications that you can undertake that will reduce your sexual urge. So after taking those medicines, you no longer need sex. You don't have that desire to have sex, and if that prolongs, it can lead to a sexless marriage. Next one is mental health. Illness, depression, anxiety, trauma, and low self-esteem can decrease interest in sex. Depression. Uko na ugonjwa ya akili, we call it ugonjwa ya akili, but that's a bad word for that. That one can reduce the urge to want sex. Na kama ni partner mmoja kwa marriage, inaweza fanya mwingine akose kupata haki ya ndoa. So it's bad. So we need to keep akili zetu zikiwa fresh, na kama kuna shida, seek for medical attention. Everything will be alright, guys. If you have watched us up to this time, thank you. Subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so that when we post any spice like this, you get it when it's still hot. Next one is relationship conflicts. Unsolved arguments, resentment, loss, and trust make physical intimacy difficult. By the way, if you've been with someone in marriage for some time, alafu akuja kusaliti, jua akili yako itablock. You'll not be thinking anything. Yeah. Hata utakuwa na hamu ya kupiga mechi. Najiuliza mbona umenisaliti, kwani mimi sina nini? Vile nowadays usaliti umekuwa mwingi. So pia hiyo inachangia. Unajua mtu akishakasirika, akisha switch off, hata kuwa na hamu ya nini, the valley will not be wet, I don't want to talk about that. We have infidelity, that is emotional and physical affairs may reduce intimacy within the marriage. Fidelity ni ile yenye uko na mpango wa kando na mtu wako anajua, so si atajua unapeana huko nje, sasa hatakuwa na feelings na wewe. So that one also causes a sexless marriage. We have different sex drives. One partner naturally desires sex more than often. By the way, this one is what is causing a lot of problems because in terms of percentage of desiring sex, one partner is at 80%, another one is at 20%, you see. So you can't balance that. So let's say a man wants sex daily and a woman cannot manage that. So how will they balance that? Or the other way, a woman wants sex more often than a man. So that one itakuwa ngumu kiasi. So it causes that. Another one is life transition. Pregnancy, child, menopause, and aging can temporarily or permanently change sexual patterns, by the way. The more watu wanabit, kuna wenye ndo wanataka sex sana, na the more wengine wanabit, okay, wanazeeka, I'm sorry to use that term. The more watu wanazeeka, ndo hamu inapungua, na the more wengine others grow on, ndo hamu inaongezeka. So yeah, pornography and compulsive sexual behaviors, in some cases they may affect attention or intimacy of spouse. By the way, and mbaya, pornography has caused a lot of problems to people's marriages because, and there is even one I saw, it was on radio sometime. The pastor said, confessed, and he said he cannot raise his sword without watching porn. You see, that means you have consumed that illicit content for the longest until it is it is in your mind. And he said he cannot raise his sword without watching porn. That is the bad state of that. We have others, by the way, they are in bed with their partners and they are watching it secretly, you understand? Okay, others, they have watched it until they don't want physical partners. They end up, what do you call this? They end up masturbating, guys. And when you masturbate, you will not have feelings for your partner, and that's how as bad it is, you know. So when you masturbate, and that has been instigated by watching porn, your desire to your woman will reduce. We have religious and cultural beliefs, feeling of guilt and shame about sex can interfere with intimacy. By the way, that's true. We have churches. Even I used to attend certain church when I was still in the up country, where they are saying you cannot engage into sex from Friday up to Sunday. So you only have 4 days to have sex in your marriage. And do you imagine you have a partner like that who goes to such a church, and then your sexual urge is at 80%? It will not work. Unamshika hivi mkono amerusha huko, you know. So pia religion pia imechangia sana kuharibu vitu zingine kama hizi. The next one is lack of emotional connection. Feeling emotionally distant or often lead to reduced physical intimacy. So hii nayo inakuja hii yenye our ladies wanasema, me I'm just with him because of money. You understand? Kama si pesa yake mi simpe. So hapa kutakuwa na connection yoyote between you two people, na you will not enjoy this thing. Ile connection haitakuwa. Unampatia tu juu, najua usipompatia hautapata doo yake. That's why you're giving up the sex. The partners will not enjoy that kind of sex. And the next one, we have past sexual abuse and trauma. Previous experience makes sexual intimacy challenging without support. Labda mwanaume alikuwa amependa dem kabisa, amesacrifice kabisa, alafu dem akamsaliti. So unajua hata akipata mwingine, hata trust, hata muamini, atajua tu the same thing that happened might recur. Alama the guy, maybe the boy was molested, or the lady was raped. So those past experiences huwa zinachangia sana kuharibu the current marriage. I hope you understand. Up to that fact, ladies and gentlemen, I say thank you. If it is your first time on my videos, subscribe, like, and share, and let's meet on our next one. Bye bye. It's my Godfrey. Love you guys.